everyone. Hopefully, you can hear me. My computer did an update this week, so that sometimes messes with. Computer did an update this week, so that sometimes messes with. So we're just trying to get everything set up. It's almost 8. We're starting just a couple minutes early, but nothing big. Set up. So I just want to see what's going on. I don't know how many people will show up. If anybody's here yet. Hey, Tim. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Just getting everything set up here. I hope you have no trouble hearing me. So what we're going to do is get the link set up so we can let people come up if they want. Oh, the wrong one, Larry. That's not going to do it. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. There we go. I'll probably turn this one back off here in just a little bit. And so how's everything going, Tim? It's over here we got to change our clocks again. God, I hate changing the clocks. And I especially hate going to the winter time. Yeah, supposedly I'll get an extra hour's sleep tonight, but that means in the afternoon, it gets dark a lot earlier. Now, which means it gets light earlier in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. And so I really hate changing the clocks. This is my third Coke in about 4 or 5 weeks. I don't drink them very often anymore, but I felt like one today. So when I was at the grocery store, I bought one. Now before I would buy 3 or 4 6-packs at a time because that was the best deal. Hey, Robert, come on up, man. Come on up and let's talk. But anyway, like I said, I'd buy 3 or 4 6-packs of Coke Zero at a time because it was the best deal. And I'd drink probably 2 or 3 a day. And on my days off, maybe even more. But like I said, I'm trying to quit. Like I said, this is my third one, I believe, in 4 or 5 weeks. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, Tim, I wish I didn't have to change my clock, man. I hate changing the clocks. So before I go to, hey, Irene, how you doing? So before I go to bed tonight, I got to drop my, hey, Charmaine, how you doing? I have to go back and change all my clocks, like my alarm clocks and stuff. They don't change automatically. My phones do. I don't have to worry about that, but none of my alarm clocks do. My computer does, and my coffee pot, I don't care if it's right or not. I don't go by it, but my microwave I'll have to change. And so we'll be doing that. And like I said, but I hate doing it. That means now if I want to stay at 8 o'clock in the Philippines, which I want to do unless I decide to push it back later, that's understandable, Irene. I understand if you're at work. This happens to be a day off for me, and I know it's a Sunday over there, and a lot of you are getting your kids ready, their breakfast, or getting ready for church, and some of you have to work even on Sundays, which I do. I work Sundays. Hey, Jerry, come on up, man. I hate that, Jerry. I know you like it, but I hate it, man. It's dark long before 7 here. I mean, where I'm at, it's dark before 7 already. And so now you can change the clocks. Now it's going to be dark by 5 or earlier here where I live. I hate that. So yeah, it gets. And working the shift I work, I don't get much sunshine as it is. And now you're going to take another hour of it from me, because like I said, I'm sleeping in the morning when it's sunny for you guys, because I'm working 3 to 11. Oh, you're at Tox? Well, tell Tox hi. I hope she does well. I go to Tox. I don't go to her lives too much, but I try to follow some of her live stream or videos and stuff. Hey, Pekal, how you doing, Miss Mertz? And did I miss anybody else? I'm just trying to see what's going on. Like I said, now Jerry, next week I'll in the United States, I'll be starting an hour earlier. It's going to be the same time in the Philippines because tonight we change our clocks, and I want to keep it at 8 in the Philippines for the start time. So I'll start an hour earlier for me. It'll be 7, but it'll be 8 in the Philippines. So that'll be an hour earlier for you next week as well, and everybody else here in the States. Instead of being at 8. The only way I would change it now would be to 7:30, and it would be 8:30 there. But I'm going to try to do it at 7. It makes I didn't even get done eating till almost 7:30. I mean 7:15 or so. But knowing I'm going to start at 8, I'll have to set everything up quicker. I just had some grilled pork chops for supper tonight. I bought some potato salad, but I didn't eat any of it. Feeling a little, hey Anna, how you doing? Feeling a little stuff, so I didn't think I should eat more than I need to. But I'll have that. I have a couple pork chops left over, and I'll have them for lunch tomorrow, and probably some of the potato salad. If not, I'll save it for another day. I mean, it'll last. It's in a sealed container. It'll last a while. And I do like my potato salad. And let me get this clock changed here. Let's see if I can figure out how to change this clock. And see what time is it? 7:01. Sorry, guys. I know this is not the best thing to do, but so we got it set. It's pretty close to the right time. Whether it stays there or not, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we here in the States, I've mentioned this before, but in the Philippines, they don't change their clocks. They don't do that in China either. But here in the States, this time change twice a year, and I absolutely hate it. Some people like Jerry like this time that we're changing to, and other people like me, we like the other time better. I like it better because I get more sunlight at the end of the day. The old one, Jerry likes this one because you get more sunlight in the morning, and he's a person who likes to get up early. So the sunlight in the morning benefits him. But for me, it's a detriment because the shift I work, by the time I get up, the sun's been up a few hours. By the time I go to work, it's starting to get dark already. It's almost dark by 5 o'clock here. After the time change, it's about 6 o'clock before the time change. So that's a big difference. When you don't get up to around 11 or 12, you don't get very much sunlight at all to begin with. And then you throw in this time change, it's really a detriment to getting enough sunlight and vitamin D from the sun, and I'd have to take vitamin D anyway because I can't get out in the sun as much as I like because I burn too easy, and the spots that I've had that's been precancerous, I just have to be careful. And so that's why I wear longer sleeve shirts now. I used to, oh God, when I was younger, I was, I never did, I was never one that went out and suntan and laid out in the sun, but I was always out in the sun. I wore sleeveless shirts. I had a convertible, uh, I had a couple convertible cars. I rode motorcycles when I was younger. And where I'm from, we don't have to wear helmets, so I never wore a helmet. And a lot of times I didn't have sleeves on my shirts, and so I was out riding in the sun a lot. But I would never just laid out in the sun without a shirt because I burned too easy. But my arms would always get nice and tanned because I was always out in the sun. And so I really do miss being able to do that kind of stuff. And I can still ride the bike, but I have to have long sleeve shirts on and stuff like that. But there's no sense having a convertible if you can't really enjoy the sun. I have a sunroof in my car. I don't use it. I just really don't need it. So I just don't. I think I got one in this one. I know I had one in the other one. I never really paid attention because it doesn't matter to me. I don't use it. And because, like I said, I don't want the sunlight, direct sunlight all the time. And that is, I really do miss that. But I got to take into consideration my health. And there you go, Bacal Mertz. Anybody else, if you want to drop your link, just type in LLL. They can be small L's or capital L's, doesn't matter. My Nightbot will drop it for you. It makes it very easy. And the reason why I do this is one of the reasons is I can't drop my own link to save my soul. I never learned how, don't care to. And so I just set this up. I found out you can do that. And it lets everybody be able to drop it, whether they can drop their own or not. It just makes it simple. You just type in 3 L's and Nightbot takes care of it for you. It's a very simple thing. I know I go to Bobby's, Bobby and Jai, that's time to get going channel. His, you type in love. You just type in love and it drops your. Now you go to Sammy's, it's 142 or 145, something like that, and it'll drop it. So I know other Dan, if he's still got his Nightbot up, you just typed in Dan, and so like I said, you can pick out what they type in if you set up the Nightbot, and so the Nightbot's there. I set it up a long time ago, and I just want to make sure people know it's there and they can use it, and that's how it goes. I was hoping somebody would come up, but if they don't, they don't. We can ramble on for a while. And so, yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it'll be an hour earlier for you, Jerry. I know you like that because I know you like to go to bed early. I know this 8 o'clock start is a little rough for you because you will be going to bed soon. But I've discovered a lot of my followers, not all of them, not close to half though, is actually in the Philippines, and so it's a trip that they're actually there, and so it's just something I wanted to do. Let me go here. I'll look it up again just to play safe, and that's what I want right here. Now I know this is completely off base. completely off base. It says 100% of my followers are between 25 and 34. Now, I got Jerry here, I got Robert here, I got Tim here. That alone tells me it's not 100%. But I guess it's just so overwhelmingly young that it tells me it's 100%. And then this is a trip to me. Just a little bit over 30% of my viewers are in the United States, and almost exactly 30% of my viewers is in the Philippines. And I say 30, I mean 30.2 and 30.0. Now, the rest is made up of Canada and Thailand and other places. But that's the way it goes. And it says it's 100% female. 100% under what is it? Under 35, 34 and less, and 100% female. We all know better than that, don't we, guys? Now, I grant you, there's probably more females than males, but we can't help that. And so we're just, come back up to. Well, if I need to give somebody a blue jacket, they can have one. I don't want people to think I'm going to make them cold. All right, Charmaine, thank you. Robert, you got one. Charmaine joined your channel, and we're glad to hear that. Like I said, I'm here. Once I started this channel, I never thought I'd be very large. I didn't know if I'd ever hit 1,000. I was real happy when I hit 100. Extremely happy when I hit, 500. And I'm just a few short of 700. That makes me happy. I may someday hit 1,000. I may never hit 1,000. If I do, we will have a celebration of 1,000. I've told LV, a lot of these young ladies that are here know me through LV. And I told her that if I hit 1,000, we would have another celebration like we did for my birthday. And we'll do that again. But like I said, I'm not here to try to get monetized. I'm not here to try to make money. I'm here for fun, to enjoy myself. And like I said, when I first started this channel, it was started to give me something to do when I finally retire, to make sure if I like it, because if I don't like it, then I got to find something else to do. But so far, I'm enjoying myself. I enjoy my live streams. And I know Bobby was telling me that I ought to put out more shorts, keep them like 15, 20 seconds, and put out a short every day. I don't have that kind of creativity. I really don't. I think putting out a couple shorts or a couple of videos plus the live stream every week, which is like posting 3 times, that's enough. And if something happens, I want to get it done twice, it's fine. With me, I don't know about anybody else. Because like I said, I'm doing this for enjoyment. I don't want this to be a job. At least while I'm working, I don't want it. Now, if it becomes a job after I retire and I'm enjoying it, that's different. But I don't want it to be a job while I'm working. I really just don't. All right, Tim, there you go. Good to see you guys putting in those L's. That's what you need to do. So people can find you and join. Because I know some of you can use the extra money. And some of you just want to grow because you want to see the growth and that gives you satisfaction. That's what it does for me. Seeing it grow gives me satisfaction. Now, maybe later on I'll want to monetize. But right now, if I had to guess between doing it and not doing it, I would say no, I don't want to monetize. Like I said, that can always change later. I did reserve the right to change my mind. I think everybody should. Hey, Jolene, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Oh, I see you don't have a blue jacket, so let's give you one. To let you know, Jaylene, if you want to drop your link to your channel, just type in LLL and my Nightbot will drop your link. That's all it takes. Just type in 3 L's, nothing else. There you go. And you can do that as many times as you want. As long as we're going, every once in a while, just drop it if you want. And my Nightbot will drop it every time you do it. And every time I have a live stream, you'll be able to do that whenever you want. Hey, Percy, how you doing? And Percy, same thing. If you have a channel and you want to drop your link, just type in LLL. And my Nightbot will drop the link for you. And oh, by the way, folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. That helps with all the way that YouTube calculates how to push your material. The more likes you have, the more watches you have, the more they want to push it. Like I said, I'd like to grow. I would love to hit 1,000, but it's not my end goal. I happen to enjoy seeing my membership go up. When I first started, I really didn't care one way or the other. I was doing it strictly for fun. And as I've been doing it, I kind of like watching it go up. I was stuck for a long time under 300, and I finally hit 300 and took a while to get up farther, and I got to 500. Like I said, I'm just short of 700 now. And the last time I looked was 691. So like I said, just short. That was earlier today. And I would love to hit 1,000 just to do it. And like I told Elvie, and like I said, a lot of these young ladies are from Elvie's channel. If I hit 1,000, I will have a celebration where I'll give out some money. It'll be mostly in pesos because I'll have Elvie running it. But if somebody wins here from the States, if I can get their PayPal account, I'll give them some cash. It's not going to be a lot, guys. The games are going to be limited on how much you can win. But you can win money. I mean, like I said, I'll send you, if you're here in the States or somewhere else, you got a PayPal, I'll send you the cash. I don't care when I do it. And for the last few weeks, I've been up here by myself. But Dan and Minnie were in California. They're back now, but I think they're in Manila or on their way to Manila because Minnie's going to get her Filipino passport and get her dual citizenship. And then they'll do that. That's all right, Miss Mertz. Sis Mertz, that's okay. If you're in the background, that's fine. And so yeah, we're just here for a short time or however long it takes, and try to enjoy ourselves like everybody else. And so I'm still trying to figure out what kind of video I want to do for Tuesday. Leaning towards a short, but I may change my mind. I got to see if I can get to work early enough tomorrow if I can. I got something I'm thinking about doing, but that will depend on how early I get to work and whether anybody's in there when I do it. When I take the videos at the break rooms, if there's anybody in there, except for the large one, but they were far enough away and it was the back of them mostly that you couldn't tell who they were. I don't want to show people at work or anything else. And so there is a place I'm thinking about doing if I can get to it. It's the truck. I will eventually do it. It's just whether I can do it this Tuesday or not. There's a outside truck driver's break room or lounge, whatever you want to call it, where the drivers from the outside, if they're waiting on their load to be their trailer to be loaded, or they're waiting on their trailer to be unloaded, they don't have to sit in their truck if they don't want. There's a lounge they can go in. It's got vending machines, a bathroom, and stuff like that. So just to show how, what it's like. I think there's a smoke break area right outside that door. And there's still a medium break room I haven't showed you yet. and it's a lot bigger than the small ones, but not anywhere near as big as the main one that I showed you guys. If you've seen the video, you've seen it. It's a very popular video of mine, and it also has vending machines and the microwaves, and right outside of there, there's a little cage area that you can go out into if you're a smoker. You're outside. You have a roof over your head, so you can go out there and smoke in a fairly safe environment as far as rain and. I mean, if it's cold, it's going to be cold, but at least you don't have to worry about the rain and snow. And so, if I could ever find that room empty, when I go that way, I don't go that way very often. I'll take a video of it. So that's two more at work that I want to do if I can get them, and that'll be it for me showing stuff at work, unless it's a real bad rainy night or a lot of lightning and I'm at work and I'm outside. As you all know, I work outside. Well, in a gatehouse, but I'm right there at the outside, so I can step out of my office anytime I want. So there shouldn't be, after those too many more that I'll do. And then I got to think of some others. I mean, now, of course, now we do have Christmas coming up pretty soon, and they'll have Christmas decorations. So I'll do that. Now, last year I kept missing this one decoration that I wanted to show, and I'll have to see if they got it up again this year. Probably won't go up till after. For everybody here in the States and Canada, we have a holiday called Thanksgiving. Now, Canada has theirs, I believe, in October. We have ours in November. It's always on a Thursday. It's always towards the end of the month. I can't remember if it's the third Thursday after the first Sunday or the third Thursday after the first Monday. It's one of those two. And but it's the third or fourth Thursday of every month, every November. Because, like I said, if the Thursday is the first day of the month, it's not going to be the third one. It'll be the fourth one. But it's a holiday here in the States where you give thanks to whatever or whoever you want to. Like, I'm a Christian, so we give thanks to the Lord and to our families for the previous year. You thank Him for bringing us through another year. And it started with, for those of you who don't know, Thanksgiving started with the Pilgrims when they first founded this country. And they had a very rough time, and the Native Americans helped them out. And the following year, they taught them how to plant certain crops that were native to the States and all that stuff. So after their first bountiful crop, they had a big feast, and they invited the Native Americans to the dinner, and they gave thanks to the Native Americans and to the good Lord, because they were Christians, for getting them through a year and providing them with a bountiful harvest so that they could make it through another winter. And so years and years later, they decided that it ought to be an annual holiday, and that's what it is. Now, like I said, you do not have to give thanks to anybody. I mean, if you don't believe in any higher power, well, give thanks to your family. Give thanks to your, be thankful. However you feel to be thankful is up to you. It's not strictly a religious holiday. It's just a holiday to give thanks to whoever and whatever that made your life better. There are some families that'll sit around the table, and I've had some of my family members do this, and each person will say something they're thankful for. Like, well, I'm thankful, for another year of good health. I'm thankful for my family, or maybe they got a new girlfriend. I'm thankful for the love of my life, or I just got married. I'm thankful I found the woman of my dreams, the man of my dreams. You give, just whatever you feel thankful for the most. And that's what they do. Now, that's not all families. Some families do that, and some don't. Now, like I said, part of my family does that, not all of them. And I think it's a nice thing to do. And then, like I said, after Thanksgiving, actually the day of Thanksgiving, that's when they have the big Christmas parade, the Thanksgiving Day parade, but that's with Santa as the Macy's parade in New York City. And that's the official kickoff of the Christmas season here in the States. Now, they're already got Christmas sales going. Pretty soon they'll have Christmas decorations up, especially in the stores, so people can buy the stuff. But like I said, they've already got sales going on. Now, the first big sale of the season is what they call Black Friday. That's the day after Thanksgiving. And there's something Monday, Cyber Monday, I think they call it. And that's the Monday after Thanksgiving. That's where Black Friday is where people actually go to the stores and try to get all the big deals that started that day. And Cyber Monday is where places like Amazon and online retailers have their sales. And so, like I said, that's what the start of, and that's when the Christmas decorations will really be up. Some of them will start putting them up later this month. So I'll get some videos of those because like I've told you when I did the Halloween decorations, I really do enjoy holiday decorations. Christmas and New Year's. Well, there's no New Year's decoration, but some people decorate for Valentine's Day, Easter, uh, Halloween. If they decorate for if I see any decorations geared towards Thanksgiving, I'll take videos of it and put it up. I think that is kind of festive. I enjoy that kind of stuff, but especially Christmas and Halloween, I really enjoy those. Those are the two that more people put up decorations than any other holidays, and I enjoy it. Now, I wish Terre Haute still had what they used to have. We had a place called Miller Drive, was only about a block long, but every house on that block went all out for Christmas. I mean, all out. And it was so well known they quit doing it because some of the people moved away, some of the people died. Because we're talking almost 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, this was going on. Last time I was there and actually went and saw it was 25 years ago. So a lot of the people, like I said, we either gotten too old to put them up, they've passed away, somebody else moved in, and they don't do it. But it used to be a madhouse to go in there and see these decorations. People would park a few blocks away and walk. I was one of the people that would walk because it was so much easier to park a few blocks away and just walk because it would take you forever to drive in there, turn around, and drive back out. It was a madhouse, but it was absolutely gorgeous, and it was well known throughout the county and maybe even the state. I don't know, but at least the county. And you'd have at nighttime there would just be cars upon cars, and it was just really something to see. So you go on a night that if you're going to walk, you want to go on a night that's not too cold, or at least not snowing or raining. The cold, like I said, I can deal with the cold. I don't like it. I really don't, but you can dress for it. But if it's raining or snowing, that makes it even worse. And like today, the weather wasn't too bad. It was 55, 56 degrees. But it was overcast, no sun. And felt a little damp, so that made it feel cooler than what it was. But I still got out and walked around some today. It was a good day to get out and move around. So I enjoy walking outside more than I do inside. But I got to start going to the gym more on my days off because it's pretty soon going to be too cold to walk outside, or at least with comfort. It's getting that time of year. The later it goes, it's going to get worse. And so, it's just something I'll have to do. I have the gym membership. I'll just have to go there and use the treadmill. Get back into that, and maybe later on start doing the bicycle. That's the exercise bike for those. And the reason for that is that may be a good mode of transportation if I ever move to the right area in the Philippines. I don't think I'd be very good transportation in Cebu, but Davao would be a good place to use a bicycle, I think. So would Iloilo. I'm not sure about Dumaguete, how well it would be to get around on a bicycle in Dumaguete. But it's a good exercise, and it gives me something to do besides just walking, which I enjoy walking. And one of the things I was wanting to get my arms and my chest in better shape. Somebody's saying just move your arms, and I could do that, but I want something better than just that. I'm thinking about maybe wall push-ups. And what I mean by that is stand back where your hands are flat on the wall and you're like you would be, you're all the way back and you're standing straight up. Then use the wall to lean forward and push back. So you're still working this area. You're not working the abs as much and the legs as much, I don't think. Hey, LV, 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 LV. Welcome. And I'm just telling everybody, LV, I'm at 691. The last time I looked today was 691. And I said, when I get to 1,000, we would have that celebration. You'd be the one running it. And so we'll be doing that. And LV, just type in LLL and my Nightbot will drop your channel for you. That's, that's what I want people to do, try to connect to each other. But like I said, it's just something I need to do. I need to get in better shape, especially if I want to move to the Philippines. I got to be able to get around, and the better shape you are, the easier it is to take the heat. Yeah, really, we want to thank everybody that's helped. Like I said, we're at 691. Hey, Abby, how you doing? And like I said, once we get to 1,000, we'll have a celebration. I'll let you run it like we did for my birthday. How much money I'm going to put into that, I don't know yet, but we'll put in some money. And like I said, for those who are here in the States, if they don't, a lot of us don't have GCash. If they don't have the GCash and they're in the States, they have PayPal. I'll send them the money, or they can donate it to somebody in the Philippines. That's up to them. Well, walking and the exercise bike right now, I want to do something with the arms and the chest, but I don't want to do weights. I would love to be able to do push-ups, but I got arthritis in both knees, and it's very hard for me to get up off the floor unless I got a bed or a chair or something by me where I can use it to push up. And LV, I am too looking forward to that celebration. So what we're going to try to do is figure out a way to get it all done. But we'll do. Yeah, I'll have to. It's getting too cold. Now, today I did go walking outside. It was in the mid-50s today. I put a jacket on and I walked outside. And then I went to the grocery store and walked around the grocery store. So I didn't get in as much exercise as I do on the days I work, but I'm really close to that amount today. And I did my laundry today, so that kept me from walking as much as I would have. And but I walked a lot yesterday. I pretty much stayed home almost the whole day. I went out once, only because I didn't have anything at home to fix for supper. I went out and bought something so I could cook something, and bought some bread, and that was it yesterday. Right now, let me look, LV. I'm not sure what it is right now. Right now, it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see what it is Celsius. And it's 9 degrees Celsius. So, and it's still early here. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. It will get colder as the night goes along. Now, it may not get too cold tonight because it's been overcast all day. It keeps it from getting too warm if it's overcast. But if it's overcast, it keeps too much heat from escaping. So it keeps it a little warmer at night. And so it may not get down below freezing as far as Celsius goes. Not Celsius, but, both of them. Freezing is 32 Fahrenheit and 0 Celsius. LV, like I said, that's not really that cold here. It's cold compared to early fall and late spring and summer. But with the winter, It's not that cold yet. Believe me, it will get a whole lot colder. It will get down to the minus Celsius fairly quickly. And when I say minus, I mean, you know, -1, -2. That will be fairly common here in just a little while. But then it will get down close to zero. I mean, Fahrenheit. And when it does that, you're going to be looking at -16 Celsius or 15 Celsius, something like that. So, yeah, it will get real cold here. That'll come around December or January, and it will last for, it won't be every day, but it will have that kind of temperature every so often. And that will last for a couple of days, a couple of months off and on, where you'll have those. I've seen it where it got that cold and stayed that cold for a month. Yes, I understand, Elvie, but I'm just saying for me, it's not that cold. It's colder than I like, okay? It gets below 65, which would probably be somewhere around uh, 20, 25 Celsius, something like that. If it gets below that, I don't like it. It's getting too cold for me. I can take it, I just don't like it. I prefer it around 80, 85 for the high, and about 70, 75 for the low. And 70, 75 is where you would think it was cold. Okay? Uh, you would think 70 is cold because of how warm it is in the Philippines. But yeah, it's not what I call cold because I grew up in the Midwest and the Northeast here, and I'm used to getting below zero Fahrenheit, which is minus 15 or 16 Celsius. Uh, yeah, when I talk 70 for that's Fahrenheit, and when I talk 80, 85, that's Fahrenheit. That's the temperatures I like the best. As I like it around 80, 85, especially if there's low humidity. Uh, hey Jack, come on up, man. So, and Jack, if you want, type in LLL and it'll drop your link for you. But yeah, it's. I would prefer your guys' weather. Yeah, I can, especially when you first move here, Elvie. That's true. Uh, it takes a while to get used to it. It's just like when I go to the Philippines. It's going to take me a while to get used to the higher temperatures and the humidity that you guys have. Uh, and so, it does take a while to adjust. Your body's used to, like you said, 28 to 32 Celsius is what you're used to, and it takes your body a while to. There you are. Hey, Jack, how you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you did. So, welcome, sir. This is
Thank you.
you're the first guest in a couple of weeks, man. About the last 2 weeks, I did it all on my own. Well, Dan and Minnie were in California. Jerry likes to go to bed early, and plus he follows on another vlogger. And then Ed was in the hospital the last time he was here, so I don't know if he's back home or how he's doing. I haven't heard.
Oh
And
boy.
so just the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I know, Elvie. Like I said, I've been to the Philippines before. I spent 3 months in the Philippines when I was in the Navy, and it was in the months of October, November, and was it September? Part of September, October, November, and part of December. I was in the
Hmm.
Philippines back in those. I took up snorkeling in October. Uh,
No,
that's,
rainy season.
that's when I learned to snorkel. Was in Subic Bay in October, and October wasn't bad weather. November started getting humid, a little more humid in November, and so like I said, I enjoyed. I enjoyed my entire experience there, and I know it's changed a lot. Uh, but that's fine. I mean, nothing stays the same. I mean, when I got out of the Navy and went back home, it wasn't the same. Now I'm out here, and whenever I go back home, I can see the differences from when I lived there to now. There's
It's
a lot of
it's
changes,
86 right now.
huh?
It's 86 right now.
Yeah, it was about 56 today for the high, and overcast with the dampness, so a little bit of a wind, which made it feel cooler to me.
I'm used to that.
Yeah, you're from the Midwest. Like I said, we're used to that stuff.
Hmm.
It's colder than I like, but it's not. It's nothing I haven't been through more times than I can count.
There could be a blizzard out, and I'm outside, starting the charcoal, cook some steaks, and I'll sit out there, have a beer, sit in
Yeah.
my hillbilly chair.
Well, my
That's
my
have
older
a
brother,
beer.
my older brother would go out in the snow and barbecue. He would grill in the snow. He grilled all year round. Uh, he just liked to grill. I mean, now it depends on where he was living. If he couldn't do it where he lived, then he didn't do it. But his last place where he was living, the last couple places he lived, he grilled out a lot, and that's what he liked to do. Which I don't
I
blame him.
used
I mean,
to I used to have live in an apartment, and you can have a propane grill, but no charcoal,
charcoal.
Mike.
Well, it takes forever for the charcoal to die down. I understand it. I
Mm.
mean, I prefer the charcoal myself, but it takes
So
forever
I
for
end up.
those charcoal. You'd either have to pour them out, then pour water on them, or because it takes so long for them to cool off.
Hmm.
Now, my brother lived in a. It used to be one of those. Remember the old roadside motels?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he lived in one. He lived in one of those, uh, but he lived in the office part of it, which was like a house. Because what happened was this was along 40. Well, 40 became kind of obsolete for traveling cross country once they built 70. So a lot of those roadside became, like studio apartments or one bedroom apartments. Depends on how they were set up. And when he first moved there, he lived in one of those, and then he got the chance to move into the big place, and he did that. Well, that one had an outdoor grill permanently attached, so that's when he really started grilling outside all year long. And then he lived in another place that was a trailer, and he grilled there. But he owned his own trailer, so now I happen to have these grills that you can put on your stovetop. And I'll grill all year round, but I'm not outside because I live in a. I think I could probably have an electric grill for the outside if I wanted because they got an outside plug, so they'd probably let me have that. But I've seen people grill outside, so I don't know if they're grilling charcoal or if they're grilling propane. In my apartment building, I've seen other people grill it, and I know it's not electric, so it's one or the other. So that you can do it in this apartment building. I've seen people do it, but they move it
I,
away
I
from
end
the
up
they move it
taking
away from
my.
the apartment. They don't do it like we all have patios or balconies. I don't know anybody up on the second floor. They might do it on the balcony, but
I
everybody on
end
the
up
first
taking
floor
my.
they move it away. They move it away from the patio, away from the door.
I ended up taking my propane grill. Still had the propane tank there, the little bomb there next to the apartment, and I just sneak in some charcoal, some Kingsford. I burnt that thing up, but
Oh yeah,
makes the food taste better. I like the charcoal taste.
I like if you get the right charcoal. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I never cared for the matchlight.
Mm. Yeah, I
Well, like
just
you
got
said,
the regular
The
Kingsford.
Kingsford was good, but then you had the ones that looked like they were wood charcoal, uh, the hickory type. Those were good.
Mm.
Uh, But like I said, I have a cast iron grill and griddle combination. But I
Hmm.
got these two. They're like a skillet, but they're grill. They're grill. Each one's a grill. I like them better. They're lightweight. But they're very sturdy. I mean, they, they're not cheap, but they're a
Yeah,
really good grill.
I got one
Matter
of
of fact,
these.
I just grilled pork chops today for supper.
I got one of these cheap like grills. I forgot what they call them back home. Ah,
Well, if one
it,
side's
it,
flat, it's called a griddle.
but it's like so old the legs rotted off of it.
Okay,
So I got it sitting on cinder blocks now with no legs.
is it a Weber?
Yeah, it's like a Weber, but it's a knockoff.
Okay, Weber
It
make a
was
good grill.
$20.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, like I said, I like grilling. I really do. Uh, and grilling outside is really nice, but like I said, you have to. It's just too much of a hassle in an apartment, I think,
Mhm.
because I would want to move it away from the apartment, out on the uh, in a
You're
different
going to be
area.
liable for setting the thing on fire.
Yeah, and then you got to let it cool off, and then you got to bring it back in, and if you're using charcoal, now you got to find a place to dump it after you're done. Because you're in an apartment building, so you can't just dump it on the ground. You know, you don't have a trash can just to dump it into. Now, when I lived back in Terre Haute, one of the places I had, we had trash cans because we could burn our trash back home. I could take it
Mhm.
out to the trash can, even if it's hot, as long as I'm not touching it, dump it into the trash can, because it's a metal barrel, 55-gallon drum is what it is. And when you burn
Mhm.
that up too much, you replace it with a new one. The guys that pick up your trash will replace it for you. So take the old one away and put a new one there, all set up to be a burn can again. And like I said, you just throw
Or,
your hot ashes in that, and you don't have to worry about it. The only thing is, you want to make
Oscar,
sure it's not a real windy day.
one of those Oscar Grouch garbage cans.
Uh, I'll tell you, what. Some of the best grills I've ever seen were homemade.
Yeah, I wanna buy a file cabinet,
Well,
make a smoker.
uh, well, you take those big kegs, the beer kegs, the big ones. There's guys
Uh-huh.
that cut those in half basically and turn those into grills. You can do that. I mean, that's a stainless steel grill. I've
My
seen.
dad had a 55-gallon barrel cut in half, turned into a grill, put it and welded to a shopping cart.
Yeah,
Used that for years. My dad
I've
had
seen
like
that done.
five,
I've
six
seen
stacks
that
of
on the
ribs
YouTube.
on
I
it.
think I've never seen that one done in person, but I've seen that. And I didn't see the other one done. I seen it after it was made. I've seen some that
Hmm.
were people had made and they were using them that way.
My dad would be out there at like 8 o'clock in the morning doing ribs, listening to the AM radio, just sitting in the garage. The back garage doors open, and grill's right there. You get like 5, 6 slabs of ribs on there that
Yeah.
was marinated from the night before,
I
and
know guys
then
that used to grill the garage. Now, what they would do, like you said, you open up the garage, the big garage door. They'd have a
mhm.
back door so they can open that up and keep the air flowing, so it wouldn't get too uh, full of carbon monoxide, or would also keep the smoke going out instead of being
And
stuck.
plus it was the grills and it was
Hey, girly.
outside the back garage door. Then and on the side where there's windows you can open with these
Yeah.
stupid mover windows. And then there's a door wall. Then you got the big garage door behind them.
Yeah.
And
Well,
by
you were
two,
talking
three
about the
o'clock, ribs are done.
like I said, you were talking about the propane. I had a friend that one of the houses they lived in that they had bought. They've sold the place since, but that they bought had a permanent. natural gas grill with the gas. The company rented out. The gas company rented out to the or somebody dug it up and it was connected to the city gas. They could turn it on and off whenever they wanted because they had gas heat and stuff. And it was it was natural gas supplied through the city. So whenever they wanted to grill, they just go out and turn the gas onto the grill, fire it up, grill whatever they want. And then when they got done, turn it off, turn the gas off, and until the next time. You know?
My old house back in Michigan, like when I was a kid, my brother and my female cousin got in a fight in the backyard over something. I don't know what it was. And they fell over the natural gas grill in the backyard.
Oh yeah. Well, they turned it off. I think the valve for theirs, if I remember right, wasn't at the grill. I think it was at the house.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you knocked the grill over, if I remember right, now they didn't have kids, but they did have dogs. But if I remember right, it was at the house. There was where the gas went in. There was also a split off that took it out to the grill, and there you could turn it on and off there only to the grill because the line ran underground. So if I remember right, it might have been at the grill because I never turned it on and off. But I'm just trying to go off memory, and we're talking. Oh God, probably close to 20 years ago since they had that place. So it's been a while. So memory is a little foggy on that, you know. But it was nice
like though. 30 years ago or something like that. Yeah, 30 years ago at that house.
Wow. Yeah, but like I said, you know, like you said, there was something that happened that caused you to remember it was right there, or they had the gas still turned on, and because they broke it. This one never got broke, so I don't recall where they turned it on and off at. And if it ever did get broke, I wasn't there when it happened.
That thing was hissing loud. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow this place up. Yeah, I need to get a propane tank next, what is today? So about 11 days.
Yeah.
The propane tanks here are heavy as hell.
Well, but they last you a while, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bigger than what you normally get here in the States if you go pick it up, you know. If you're going to use it for grilling, it's a lot bigger than what you get here in the States. They're a lot smaller than that.
In my my oven, my stove, because I'm going to be hopefully soon I'll get a live turkey for my cousin and use that for bake it in the oven.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, nice thing about it lasts there a lot longer because, well, your electricity is electric. You don't use heat.
Right.
I mean, come on. So it's for cooking pretty much only. So it should last, especially that size, should last quite a while. Now, if you're cooking for 4 people, and cooking all 3 meals, it'll still last you longer than it would, but not quite as long. For me, that would last me a long time because I only eat basically about 2 meals a day. And sometimes, like today, when I cooked those pork chops, I got enough for tomorrow's lunch. All I got to do is microwave them while I got left, and I got tomorrow's lunch, I just cooked up the whole package because there was only like 5 in the package. And I ate 3 because I didn't have anything else with it tonight. and then I put two aside, and they're in the refrigerator. So tomorrow I'll nuke them. And if I'm hungry, I got some potato salad I'll have with it. If not, I'll just have those, and then that'll be my lunch. And I'll get something at work for supper. It's very simple.
It was like the other day I bought like 6 kilos of chicken teriyaki. It's
Oh yeah.
already just marinated and it's raw. And I got some of it in the freezer down here and some in the freezer in my bedroom.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you. That,
2-3 weeks.
everybody knows I don't lie to anybody. Everybody knows if I'm healthy, I'm going to try to move. I'm going to move to the Philippines and see if I can take it. Can't guarantee it. You can't guarantee that you're going to love someplace. I know I like the people. I can guarantee you that because I've worked. Like I said, when I was in the Navy, I served with a lot of Filipinos. My division was almost 1/3 Filipino, 1/3 white, 1/3 black. Wasn't quite exactly a third each, but it was very close to it. And so I worked very closely with a lot of Filipinos, and they were great people. I met a lot of their families, great people. So I know I like the people. I know I like the weather. I can get adjusted to hot and humid. You can get adjusted to that. It might take me a couple of years, but I can get adjusted to that. And I'd rather get adjusted to that than get adjusted to cold. Huh? You get your fan blowing? I got a fan blowing on me right now. I always have a fan on. Even during the winter, I have a fan on. But I like to keep my temperature up here at home. But I don't know if I can take the, not having everything like we do in the States, I mean, I can go into any store, and it's very rare that they're out of anything. I think I can handle that, but you don't know. Like I said, I know I want to give it a whirl. I guarantee you that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm still working and all that because I want to get my bills paid off and save some money. So everybody knows I'm not going anywhere till my mom dies. So get everything set up so I can leave, and move over there. And all that depends on my health. And
Yeah. Guess what I got?
what's that?
A freaking gallon.
Oh, man. Frank's?
Yep.
That is. They got. I don't know if you ever seen a commercial with the old lady talking about the Frank's Red Hot. Yeah, I put that shit on everything. Yeah, but that makes for good hot wings. Frank's Red Hot.
Oh yeah,
it makes for good hot wings. Now, how popular is hot wings over there? I know that's an American dish, but it's been transferred to a lot of places. Do they eat hot wings over there?
They do, but not that hot.
No, I mean, do they have them over there? Do they have hot wings?
Yeah. I went to a place on the corner, right down the road, to get some hot wings, and it's like all you can eat. And I got the hottest one. I'm like, I don't really like this. It's not that hot. And I told my maintenance guy. My maintenance guy, go run to the house and grab my hot sauce.
Well, like I said, you got to remember, you go to a place that's probably got a lot more expats, like Manila or Cebu, where there's a lot of expats. There's probably some places that will really have some real hot wings,
Yeah.
But if you're gearing it towards another clientele whose taste may not run to the same as ours, may not like the heat as much as some of us do. You may not be able to. It's like here in the States. There's places you go. What they call hot is not that hot. I would call. Oh, I have Spam everywhere. I still got 5 or 6 cans. I buy it. I just had Spam, and last weekend I cooked up some spam and had Chinese noodles and mixed vegetables. I got a couple of meals out of a can of spam that way.
Sometimes I'll take it and cut it in slabs and fry it
Fry it,
up,
make
yeah,
sandwiches. Yeah, I've done that. Oh
or
yeah,
like or cube it up, cut
I
in
cube it up and
cubes,
make
fry
and
it
make.
up,
Yeah.
and make some rice.
Oh yeah, I've had rice and mixed vegetables and eggs. I always cook it all. If I'm going to do a Asian style spam dish, which is Filipino, I guess they'd have to call it Filipino because I don't know if in the Asian countries anybody else that eats spam a lot. Hawaii does, but that's not what I call Asian.
Hawaii.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that Asian. That'd be more of a Hawaiian style. But you're going to have eggs cooked with it, some mixed vegetables of some type, and rice or noodles. And that's what you're going to have. And I did that
Uh-huh.
last weekend. That's what I had. I had a so it just that's the best way to do it. And naturally, but I added some Chinese hot sauce to it because, like I said, I'm with you. I like the heat. Maybe not as hot as you. I don't know how hot you like it, but I like it hotter. My sister doesn't like hot at all. My oldest sister. So if I tell her
I
it's
did a
warm, she
couple.
wants something cooler.
I did a couple live streams with guy's channel is called the YouTube Police.
I've not seen that one.
He's a cop. He's um maybe your age, something like that. But
If she's
he
my
did
age,
like
she's a
a hot
retired
pepper.
cop.
He did a hot pepper challenges. Did two of
Yeah.
them. Whew. Like I had a ghost pepper. I gave it
Sometimes
about a 7 out of 10.
a ghost pepper, I guess, can be there. You can get one every once in a while that's not that hot, but mostly they're really hot supposed to be. So I'm not
And
going to. I'm not eating ghost peppers.
the
Uh,
little native peppers here, like they're tiny.
yeah.
Oh, that killed the ghost pepper. I'm sitting there dying, drinking chocolate milk. I'm lactose intolerant. Whew, that was so
Luckily,
hot.
I'm not. I'm not lactose intolerant. I do have nephews that are. Uh, so they. Uh, but I drink regular milk. 1%. Gets it a little healthier, I guess. But
I'm double screwed since I'm half black and half Asian.
yeah,
So
you
I'm like
know, you're
double lactose.
you're
He's
an American. You're an American. We're all
I,
mutts. Almost all of us are mutts. We're a mix of something. I'm part
yeah.
Native American and a lot of white, but I mean there's German, Scottish, Irish, all that stuff in me. And like I
I
said,
have a little Native American in me.
I got a little bit. My grandmother my mom's mom was raised on the reservation, along with her sisters and brothers. But I think she was half, which makes my mom a quarter, which makes me 1/8. I got very little Native American in me, but it's in me.
I'm like
And
1/16.
yeah, I may be that. It depends on how they divide it up. I don't know, but
No free college for me.
uh, none for me. I mean, oh, I knew a girl when I was in college. She put down Native American, which she was. She's part Native, but she looked white. And she put it down, and she didn't even know anything about the tribe she was from. Her mom had to get her registered. And she put it down so she'd be more of a minority. She's a female in the field of criminology. You're already a minority in that field. Now you're putting down Native American. Come on, that's just overkill if you ask me. And but that she's entitled once she got registered with the tribe. She was entitled to do it. I've never been registered. I mean, I don't even know if my mom ever was. Because my grandmother would always tell you she was Caucasian. And like I said, that's why she'd say, I'm Caucasian. When I was a kid, and I'm talking about 4 or 5 years old, I asked my grandmother what she was, and she says, I'm Caucasian. Now, my grandmother looked full-blooded Indian, okay? But, I'm a young kid. I don't know what a Native American looks like, because you don't always have that representative in the TV shows and movies like it should be. But she always put a lot of powder on to try to make herself look whiter. And we lived in an area where there's almost no Native Americans, if any, in that area where I lived. And so I told my dad, I said, oh, Dad, Grandma's Caucasian. I thought it was a different race, And he goes, that just means she's white. I said, she's not white like us. And, but, it was just, what can I say, But like I said, yeah, she would never admit she was Native American. Well, I guess she grew up on, like I said, on the reservation and in a time frame in an area that was very prejudiced against Native Americans, and so a lot of Native Americans, like a lot of blacks back in the 40s and 50s, if you could pass for white, you did. Not all, but a lot of them did. Because it was less prejudice, better job opportunities, and stuff like that. It's wrong, but that's the way it was.
I see some Filipinos out here darker than me. I'm like, whoa.
Well, I guess there is a Filipino tribe that is black. They're actually from Africa, but it's a Filipino. Wow. They're considered Filipinos, but it's a certain tribe. I'm trying to remember if Tim, if you're still here, did you do that video on them, or was that someplace else? I saw that video. There's a video on and I want to say it was somebody else, not Tim, and I can't remember the name of it, the name of the tribe, and but he did a video about
it. Make me look Caucasian.
Well, hey, when you're out if you're out in the sun all the time, you can, you'll get darker if you stay out in the sun all the time. Now me, I turned red, like I burnt,
Trump.
Yeah, there was a video about a tribe of Filipinos that were, I guess, from African descent. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know if you did it, Tim, or if somebody else did it. And because a lot of times I'll see a video of the Philippines and I'll watch it because it looks interesting. There are videos I'll see like that has no appeal to me. There's this one guy, and I can't remember the name of his tribe. Yeah, I think it's one of the indigenous tribes there in the Philippines, Elvie. And Tim says Aeta. He thinks that might be the name of them, of the tribe. And that's what Elvie says the same thing. Yes, it's Aeta. She said it first. So if you ever want to look it up, the tribe, you can go Google the tribe. And you might be able to find videos about it. But anyway, like I said, when I saw that was something interesting. And the way they're talking, they might have been one of the first indigenous people. I can't guarantee that. Oh, Tim says he thinks he did that video. Okay, Tim. I was wondering if it was one of the videos you did.
If you can find it, drop the link and I'll get on it.
Yeah, Tim, just type in LLL or drop the link to that video, either one, and Jack will check that video out for. There you go. Jim just dropped the 3 L's. His link will be popping up in just a moment. And then you can go there and find it on his channel. There it is. There's his link. But Tim says he's going to look for it. But like I said, I watched most of Tim's. I can't say I've gone all the way back to his beginning and watched all of them. But since I started following him, I pretty much watched all of his videos. That's right, Alvy. Just put the 3 L's in.
I thought I was subscribed, but I wasn't. So I just subscribed to Tim.
I'm subscribed to Tim, so whenever I catch a new video or a short, I'll watch it. Yeah, it may take me a day or two to get to it, but I do get to it. And so we just, give some love, guys. Those of you who are not connected to the ones that have dropped the L's and dropped their links, check out their channels. Either subscribe or, if you check it out, it's not what you want to follow. That we understand that. At least I do. I mean, I people don't follow me. They don't follow me because they don't find, not. Some people want to follow a certain type of subject, and that's understandable. You follow what you like. You follow what you're interested in. I'm interested in the Philippines, so I follow a lot of Filipino vloggers.
I like just like a lot of random chat or just talking to people around the world and stuff like that.
Yeah, but see, there's enough Filipino vloggers that have live chats. You can get it. Now, being that I don't speak Tagalog, sometimes I'm left out of it a little bit, but that's all right.
But most of them are like karaoke. I'm like,
yeah, that would be Bobby's.
Monetized.
Yeah, that's Bobby's from Time to Get Going. His live chat. Excuse me, or karaoke's. But there's nothing wrong. I like music, and if they're good singers, I'll listen in.
I ended up having a live stream one day, and one of my Filipinas came up. In 20 minutes, I got copyrighted.
Yeah.
But it's no effect to my account.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I've had people come up here and sing. Now, they don't come up here and sing the whole live stream. But if they want to come up and sing a song or two, if that's part of your channel, come up and promote it. That's fine with me. And Jack, Crystal saying hi.
Hey, Crystal.
But like Bobby, like I said, Bobby from Time to Get Going too. He came up and sang a couple of songs one time. He's also come up and just talked. But his live stream is karaoke, and other people come on. They'll take turns singing songs. Now, when I was working day shift, I caught a lot of his. It was always on Friday, and it was in the morning time. So I was at work. I'd just turn it on, and listen to music, and I could do that and still do my job, no problem. So it didn't interfere with anything. I had the headphones, so nobody else had to listen to it. It's like also when I worked Saturdays, I'd go to Steve's from the Expat channel. I'd go to his live stream because his is on Saturdays in the morning. If you can make it up. Hey, Retro. Yeah, how you doing, Retro?
Hey, Retro.
Type in LLL Retro, and we'll drop your link for you. Yeah, he's wearing his Daniel Boone, our Davy Crockett hat.
I'm in cartoon mode. Had lots of sugar and caffeine.
That link that Tim just dropped, that's that video that you're talking about.
Yeah. He said it took him a while to find it, but he found it. So people are telling you hi, Retro.
Hello.
How much coffee do you have today, Retro?
I had eggnog cappuccino.
Eggnog cappuccino, huh? That sounds good. Just buzzing along, singing a song, side by side. Now, if I could only
You got a
sing.
new mic?
Huh?
Did you get a new mic, Retro?
I don't know if he got a new mic, but it looks like he got a new part to it. A spit guard. That's what that is. That's a spit guard.
Wait, what do I do? LLL?
Yeah, just type in 3 L's.
Actually, it's not LV, LV, LV.
No, there's LLL. Nothing else. There you go. And it'll pop up here in just a moment. There
Done.
it is. Told you. And Retro, if I don't tell you, anytime you come up or anytime you get in it, you can do that anytime. My that box always on. Like I said, he just buzzing
not
along,
I'm
singing.
not lazy.
Too bad I can't sing.
I
got
try
a
to
good
sing.
voice for talking, but not for singing, guys. I got the gift. I got the gift of blarney. You know, as the Irish would say, I got the gift of blarney.
It's the blindest one.
No, the gift of blarney. Or another would say the gift of gab. I have the gift of gab.
Give me a text payment of
Like blindness.
But I never need to kiss the blarney stone because I'm full of blarney anyway.
You're so mean.
Yeah. But yeah, I got one clock change. Retro, you remember now we changed our clocks tonight.
I think mine does that automatically.
Well, my alarm clocks don't.
Neither do mine. I don't use an alarm clock.
I do, so not very often, but I do. I check them out to see what time, if it's time for me to go. I have alarm clocks.
Remember, everybody, take your vitamins.
I took my vitamins.
I haven't today.
I forgot what time you're supposed to change your clock.
Tonight at 2:00 in the morning.
Okay. That's what I was saying. My phone hasn't changed the time. So it's got home time and local time. And they're both the
It changes
same.
at 2 in the morning, so it'll be 2 in the afternoon for you.
Hello, LB.
Mm.
And
Take
she's right. It's been a while since you've been in my stream there, Retro. People ask me where you've been.
Drinking coffee and working and
Probably in other people's video live streams. That's fine. Many weeks.
that's the only
See, now sugar does me opposite than what it does retro. It probably gives retro all kinds of energy.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you're diabetic, sugar can make you tired. You have too much sugar. It can make you sleepy.
I'm
Make
pre-diabetic.
you loopy too. Huh?
I'm pre-diabetic.
I'm diabetic.
Like 10 years.
It's Cinnabon, Fasting Meat, and my having a bowl right now.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. Saturday means
Cinnabon?
no. Saturday means cereal bowl for dinner.
Yeah, like I said, Dan and Minnie, I think they're in Manila or on the way to Manila.
And liquid I got more coffee.
Because
Did Dan go back home?
yeah, they went.
Back to
They were
Europe?
they were back in California for about 2 weeks. They just got back the other day, and they went to bye, dropped their stuff off, and then they're going to Manila because Ma'am Minnie has to go through the process of getting her Filipino dual citizenship back.
Yeah.
So she's got to do that next week. I think on Monday. And
I like this hat better.
there you go.
I like my hat. This is my newsman fedora.
There you go. Now we all wearing hats.
It's a hat.
Yep. Hats and glasses day today.
And we all wearing a different style. So that's cool.
I got the double win.
My lenses broke.
Well, mine are bifocals,
Oh,
but
no.
you can't tell it because they're no line bifocals. They're what they call progressive.
Progressive, yeah.
Yeah, they're progressive. Now, transition means they change from. These are also transition. They change from light to sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so hyped right now.
Somebody stole my $500 prescription sunglasses in Florida.
Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?
I was mad.
I'll tell you what, I would be mad too, but I would hope to God they could actually, if they stole them, they could actually use them. You
Yeah, they
know?
probably like put them on there like, oh, these look cool, man. I got some sunglasses. Oh my God, I can't see.
Yeah, well, that's the case. Just put them right back down where you found them.
Hey, are we
Yep.
talking to no, hold on.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Like, what the? Oh my God, I can't see. They look nice, but I can't see.
yeah. Now, Tim, does your eggnog include alcohol? Because some do, some don't.
What?
Eggnog.
Oh. No, I don't use
That
that.
time of year. Mine's never got
couldn't-
alcohol.
I could imagine retro on alcohol.
It'd be a trip.
Oh yeah.
What's the glasses on there? Glasses back show you.
You see him like run around the computer, around and around and around.
Well, no, if he got on alcohol, though, it might get him to sit down and stay still.
Oh,
Just sit there like Michael McFarlane just.
That's good, Tim. Like I said, I don't put alcohol in my eggnog either. And I don't make my own, but I buy it. But I don't buy it spiked, and I don't spike it.
I think I had it one time, but it didn't have alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
Only one
you
time
can-
my
you just if you want alcohol, you just add it yourself most of the time.
Guys, it's time to kick this flight up a notch.
There you go. It's one of the Blues Brothers.
What?
The Blues Brothers. Didn't you ever see the movie Blues Brothers? You never saw the movie Blues Brothers? You need to watch the movie Blues Brothers. Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi.
It's Roy Orbison.
But like I said,
No, sorry,
Dan
Louis
Aykroyd and Jim
Armstrong.
Belushi.
Wrong one.
You would enjoy the movie.
I got my 80 peso sunglasses on top of my glasses.
Well, they got those kind of glasses. They're like this, and they actually fit over the glasses pretty well if you want to wear them.
That's better. That's better. I can't see
But
without
like
my
I said,
glasses.
these are just transitions and progression. Like I said, with the
Fair.
transition. If you want, like you said, if I wanted my regular sunglasses, it's a couple $100 or more. The prescription sunglasses, like you said, you know. That's a lot of money when you can just get the transition for a few
Larry.
bucks. What's that?
I got upgrade.
You got what?
Wait here. I'll be right back.
But see, now I can get the transitions through the, I was able to get these through the VA. They're not doing transitions anymore. So if I want, but my prescription didn't change. It just, I got a new pair of glasses. So my new ones are not transitions. I need to get them adjusted to fit right. I just haven't done that yet.
It's nice here. Like if I want to get new glasses, they don't charge you for the exam.
Well, I could get the prescription from the VA, go get the glasses from somewhere else, and not pay for the prescription, having the exam. Just get a new pair of glasses, and I could get a regular prescription with the polarized lens. But that's a few $100, man. Just that way, without the prescription, without them doing the.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's time for show and tell. I got some new stuff. I want you. It may take me a minute to get them over here because they're heavy.
Tim, my Uncle Everett was the same way. They wouldn't ever get dark. He had to get them as dark as he could get them regular sunglasses. When he was younger, he thought it was cool to wear sunglasses all the time when he didn't need glasses. And he'd even wear it indoors. He'd wear them at night because he just thought it was cool. And as he got older from doing that for so many, I don't know how many years he did it, his eyes got very sensitive to sunlight. So he started having to wear dark sunglasses during the day at least. And not so much at night, but he had to wear them during the day. His eyes just couldn't take the sunlight. Yeah. Tim, my favorite pair of sunglasses I had was back before I started wearing glasses. I had a pair that was so dark you could be a couple feet from me and you could not see my eyes. They were amber in color. You couldn't see the eyes. And they fit right on. I mean, they fit snug to the face. And this is back when I was still riding motorcycles. And I could go down the road 70, 80 miles an hour and not feel any wind on my eyes at all. Because I just pushed those sunglasses right against the face. And you're talking about stealing, somebody stole those glasses. I had a pair that was $40. I had a pair that was $40, and this is back in the 70s and 80s. And these pair cost me $20. And that $20 pair was so much better than the $40 pair.
The sunglasses that's for my skull for me, like they had a clip-on side so you can't see out the side.
Yeah.
You just focus in the colors are so vibrant because I'm colorblind. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Deborah, how you doing, Deborah? Welcome.
Hello, Deborah. Hello.
Deborah, hello.
But well, these sunglasses, the way they were designed, they covered the whole eye. The design of the sunglasses did. So you didn't need a side on it because it was just the way they curved, fit completely over the eyes. And like I said, when you started going down the road, the wind would put them right up against your face, and you didn't feel any breeze in your. No breeze got past the lenses to get into your eyes. And this is what I'm doing 70, 80 miles an hour down the highway on the motorcycle. Never felt any breeze at all. Other glasses, I would feel it.
Yeah, those sunglasses I bought, they were for motorcycle riders.
Yeah. Well, I had some safety glasses that were sunglasses that had that on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, the whole thing. Those were nice too, but that one pair was just. And the safety glasses I got for free from where I worked at. But they weren't as dark and they weren't as nice, but they were not bad.
Larry.
Yes.
It's that time again. It's show and tell time.
What's that?
Show and tell time.
Show and tell time. All right. What we got?
It's past 9:30. Show and tell time. I think it's that spot. I got my adapter, which allows me to live stream the Atari onto my computer.
All right. Always nice to have those little gadgets.
got to get it this past week while on vacation. One.
It's like if I like having a smart TV because I can hook it up to my phone. I can hook YouTube up to my phone. Now I can't do the live stream this way, but I can watch a live stream that way. Yeah. What is that? A Nikon or
It's
a
a
Kodak?
Minolta.
Minolta. Ooh,
Minolta.
expensive.
Okay.
Minolta. Only paid $15 for it.
$15.
Yeah, because I know people.
It's a 35 millimeter.
You mad?
I used to have a C110 I had for years, but you couldn't buy. I had to buy a different camera because you could no longer buy film for it. I mean, that thing lasts forever.
It is 28 by 90 millimeters.
Okay.
Is there in the lens? Next thing, and that'll be the last thing of this showing then.
I don't take enough pictures to go out and buy a camera anymore.
No,
I bought one. I bought a camera just before I went to China because, like I said, I couldn't buy film for my C110, so I had to buy a new camera.
Larry got just the game that I bought in your honor because you wear a cowboy hat.
Uh huh.
That's not what I wanted to show you initially.
Can't hear you there, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I have another camera that I bought that's more expensive, but yet cheaper for price that I paid for.
But like I said, I bought a new camera when I went to China, and I've used it a few times since then, but not, but I was 3 weeks in China, so I did use it a lot in China. So now you got the phone, you don't need to buy a camera. RCA.
And it
Video
worked.
camera.
And it
Video
works.
camera.
I tested it works. And it was only $5.
Yeah.
The bag and everything.
$5? That's cheap.
That is good.
I got a candy camera.
Retro's a bargain hunter.
Yeah.
I live in camera.
Now, folks, I'm going to ask, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. If you haven't hit the like button already, if you would, please, I'd appreciate it.
I smashed the hell out of it already.
Well, you can only hit it once because if you hit it twice, it takes it away.
Done. I already hit it. You're at 27.
I think everybody's done it. I just mention it. And
why are you fist palming your hand?
now,
No,
Deborah,
smash
type
that
in LLL. All right, just 3 L's, small letters, capital letters, doesn't matter. And my Nightbot will drop your channel for you, your channel link.
It's so good.
I make it real easy for everybody. Just type in 3 L's. I noticed you hadn't done it yet, so type in L's. Now,
Larry's like, I've been watching you. You better drop those 3 L's.
For those of you that don't know, Deborah lives up in the Manila area. She works up there. And she does videos in that area, which I find interesting. She does a lot of shorts. And then she does a live stream once in a while. Her and some of her girlfriends. And so
I don't think I have any of my subscribers that live around me.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
I think I got I work with a couple guys who said they subscribed. So I got a few local subscribers. But those are people that I've actually met that they found out I happen to be a YouTuber and joined. And yeah. So like I said, I got about 2 or 3 guys at work. There's an older couple I met at Spectrum, and they found out I was a YouTuber, and the guy that worked there, they both said they were going to join. Whether they did or not, I don't know. I told them if they ever come to the live stream and want to come up and chat, they're more than welcome. One of the guys that joined my live stream that I work with, he's working my days off, so he's at work right now. He said he's going to try to watch at work, which that's fine if he does. All right. We're going to cheer each other. Retro,
Okay,
have the
all right,
milk,
what'd
you
you
have the
cheer?
beer, and I'll have the Coke Zero.
Retro. Cheers.
Milk, got milk. I'm a grown-up.
Like I said, this is only the third Coke I've had in about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm trying to quit, but I figured if I could drink one less than once a week, I'm doing good. It's better than 2 or 3 a day.
You try the
McDonald's.
Coke Zero, the one. No, I think it's Coke Zero. That has no.
Coke Zero has no cholesterol, or not cholesterol, no carbohydrates. Which is, as a diabetic, you don't want the carbohydrates. There's no sugar, no carbohydrates. That's what they claim. But
I'm more of a Pepsi guy.
there's a Pepsi Zero too. Coke Zero came out first, but there is a Pepsi Zero. I'm a Coke person. My oldest sister and her family, they're Pepsi. My youngest sisters, well, my 2 older sisters, not my oldest, my 2 older sisters and my youngest sister are all Coke. They're back in Indiana. The family in Indiana is mostly Coke. The family out here in New York is Pepsi, or Pepsi products. So,
My mom's a Coke person. I told her you're gonna be diabetic, because you're drinking so much of that. And she keep it in her car. In the wintertime, the cans exploded. And it stained the headliner.
yeah.
It was a great headliner, and you see like it was a murder scene. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, if you're drinking regular soda, when I say regular, I mean the sugar are sweetened. That is a recipe for trouble, especially if you're diabetic, because there is a lot of carbohydrates in regular soda. If you're a diabetic, that's not good for you. Now, if you're not worried about the sugar content, and you're overweight, well, there's a hell of a lot of calories. There's like 240 calories. This is 0 calories. In a regular Coke, 240, 260. Now, Mountain Dew's even worse. Mountain Dew's worse.
I think twice a week I'll have the soft drink, but I can't do it every day because the
Like I
sugar
said,
content.
I used to drink 2 or 3 or more. On my days off, it'd be more, but about 2 or 3 on the days I work. Coke Zeros. And then I decided that it was time for me to get off that habit because it's not good for you, even if there isn't supposedly any calories or isn't any carbohydrates. It's still not good for you. Pizza and a Coke? Yeah, I like pizza and a Coke. I
like pizza, even though I'm lactose intolerant.
I plead pizza because I had pizza today.
Don't they have cheese-free pizza?
It was a little
I've had it before. I've made it in my golf course for the former owner's wife because she's vegan.
Yeah.
I try to slice them like, that's not bad. Without cheese?
So especially if you got lactose, if you're lactose intolerant, that's the way to go. They also make what they call a white pizza, which is no sauce for people that don't like the sauce. And
Hmm.
I've seen them. I've seen that. I've not had it, but I've seen it. It's like, well, if I'm going to have a pizza, I have no problem with any of it, outside of the carbohydrates, and that's going to be there no matter what I do.
I've tried pretty much every pizza around my area for delivery. The best pizza I found was freaking Pizza Hut.
No, not Pizza's the Hut.
They got it's like overloaded with pepperoni,
Yeah,
and they put the hot pepper seeds on it. I'm like, ooh, that's some good
There you go.
stuff. It's spicy going and
Yeah.
coming out, but
if it's
I like
spicy,
it.
it's good.
Mm.
But yeah, when I get over there, I got to find a place that makes good pizza, good burritos if I can, good Mexican food. I don't know. There some places I think you'll be able to find it. Others you may not.
Give me my
And good
In my
Italian food.
area, I know a good Italian place.
You need a good Italian place.
I know a Mexican. I know a Mexican here,
Yeah,
but I call Filipinos Mexicans, but like a Mexican. He had a restaurant. He used to make ribs and all kinds of Mexican food at his old restaurant.
yeah.
I thought he went back to Florida or Texas or something like that, but it looks like he's still here.
Well, the first time I had Mexican food, remember I'm from the Midwest. I grew up in an area where there were blacks and whites everywhere, but very few other races. There were some that I don't know if they were Native American or they were brown in persuasion, but they weren't Mexican. I don't know what race they were. But there was no restaurants. This is back before Taco Bell. This is back for any of those things, And I go out in the Navy. I'm out in California, and mind you, I've never had Mexican food in my life. I'm out walking around with a friend of mine, and we're stopping at this little side road place to get something. And he wants to get something to eat. And he got a burrito, a couple burritos, and I ordered one because I'd never had it before, and I didn't want to order something I'm not going to like, He says, "Oh, make sure that's all you want because we're not coming back. We just got it and left." And I regretted not getting the second one. It was so good. But now chili I've had, but that's been so Americanized. Yeah, the big burrito. I like burritos, beef and bean. They got a place here not too far from us, Moe's. They have decent burritos. But there's a nice Mexican restaurant not far from me I went to for my birthday this year. No, it wasn't this year. It was last year I went there for my birthday. And I had a Mexican dinner. And every time I go back home now, there's a nice Mexican restaurant not too far from where I live that my cousin really likes and my best friend back home, he really likes it. So we'll go there and meet for lunch at least once and have something to eat. Now, sometimes their wives come, sometimes they don't. But those guys always do it. Uh-huh. Now, where's your shoe phone?
Do you remember back in the day when people thought Taco Bell was authentic Mexican?
Yeah. Like I said, you got to remember a lot of people in the Midwest, unless you were in the larger cities, you didn't know better. But as it became more and more popular, more and more Mexicans started moving into some of the smaller cities, still cities, but smaller ones, and opened up authentic Mexican restaurants. And they started doing well.
You go down to Texas and get the Tex-Mex,
yeah,
which I think is pretty good, but you need to get the authentic Mexican food.
Oh, I'll tell you, I mean, some good Mexican food, whether it's Tex-Mex or Mexican, some of that, oh man, it's hard to beat. Hey, Crystal, you take care now. I just noticed you said you had to go to church, so you take it easy. I don't know how much longer we'll be going. We've been going almost 2 hours. We'll go a little longer, but we
Just
but yeah, Crystal says it's time to go. She got to go to church time. So
I was waving hi to our friend that's going to church.
yeah, her and her kids. She's got 6 kids, my understanding.
oi,
Yeah, she's got a nice channel. She doesn't do a lot. She doesn't post a lot, but she's got a nice channel too. And that's the name of her channel, Crystal Adventure.
Larry, I think I found my new favorite fidget toy.
Yeah.
I
But
think I found my new favorite. I think I found my new favorite fidget toy.
any of you guys that haven't done it yet, or if you want to do it a second time, remember, type in LLL and your channel link will be dropped by my Nightbot. So just go ahead and do that. There you go. Retroverse just put his in again. So
that was
anybody
quick.
that wants to go right ahead. Well, that's all right, Jack. You can do it again. Like I said, it's been a while. So anybody that wants to drop their link, go ahead. That's why I set the Nightbot up so people could do that. And I used the L's so it'd be simple. And I thought about making it just have them type in Lazy Larry or I thought, no, lazy, no, let's just do 3 L's,
Yeah, it's quicker.
Yeah. And it's just my channel's initials, LLL. That's my channel. That's their
Yes,
initials.
sir.
And like I said, Dan from Dan and Minnie's channel, if he's still got his Nightbot hooked up, is just type in Dan. Don't put anything before it or after. You just type in Dan. And Sammy,
Sammy
hers,
Chavez.
yeah, I think hers is 145 or 142. 142, I think. And so, like I said, it's just something you just do something easy. Like I said, Bobby, when you go to his channel, if he's doing a live stream, which is usually karaoke, you just type in love.
I need to go through my Nightbot and see what the commands are because I haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah. Well, mine was always on in the background, but I didn't have it advertised as being there. And so I thought, well, it's still on, it's still connected. Just start advertising it again like I used to. And so I want people to understand if they want to, because like I said, that's what I'm here to have fun, and hopefully you guys will find somebody to talk to or follow or like I said, I'm all about fun and trying to enjoy myself. And it used to be that was to the exclusion of everything else when I was younger, having a good time. But now I'm trying to get out of debt and save some money as well. And this is a good way for me to have fun and enjoy myself is to do something like this. And I can still save money and try to work my way out of debt. But I'll tell you,
I am changing my ticker down below on my StreamYard. I put, I'm a civilian. Please no military talk.
well, you can do that. I mean, I don't mind military talk, but I don't care if we don't have it. I'm former Navy.
Yes, because whatever people are talking, I don't understand it.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been in the military.
If it's your channel, you should be able to limit what you talk about. I don't limit it. I mean, the only thing I limit is that you have to be kind to each other. You don't have to like each other, but you got to be respectful to each other. That's the only thing I request.
Yep.
If you can't be respectful, then get the heck off my channel.
I think Retro had too much sugar.
I think he still got too much sugar. All right. Isn't that one of the poses they like?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Abby.
All right, hey everybody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. I'm starting to feel like I need to hit the head.
Glad I
And,
could entertain.
Excuse me, the CR. For those of you that don't
CR.
know Navy terminology,
I'm gonna
or
go
if
play
you're,
video
or if you're
games.
in England, the WC. Here in the United States, the bathroom.
Water closet.
Yeah,
W-
WC's water closet.
W-
That's what the English call it, the water closet. And the comfort room in the Philippines and a few other places.
WWE.
No, WC.
In the U.S.,
W-
bathroom.
Bathroom, the
Toilet.
the toilet, the restroom is another term they use.
Yeah. And there's so many in the air.
For a long time, I didn't.
I think in Europe somewhere they call it the loo.
Yeah, that's also the British, the loo.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time for Teen Crumpets.
But they usually have WC on the door, or the WC is this way, but the people call it the loo, I believe. So, all right, Abby, you take care. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down. Like I said, the comfort room is calling me, and which is a good thing. I think I haven't been to the comfort room for this reason for a couple of days, so.
Retro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a live stream.
All right, Ted. I may come up later, but there's a good chance I won't. But you guys take care. And we're gonna. All right, but we're going to end this one. Everybody, remember, be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, try to have fun. And if you haven't connected to each other, go ahead and connect to each other. Bye, everybody. Peace out.
And don't forget to rewind.
All right. Bye.
Bye.